Hello, everyone. What is your divine masculine feeling today, the 13th of July 2025? Well, this is, I would say, the craziest month. We are having a month filled with the breaking of all illusions, and that is the power of Neptune retrograde. It is so powerful beyond words, and that's why the current forecast with the divine masculine collective is totally on fire. Moon in conjunction with Saturn is bringing about soul contracts to the self. This is about serious, emotionally clarifying karmic release that is occurring. So your divine masculine is really, really feeling a punch, in releasing all that it's no longer necessary. So delving deeper, it is such a auspicious astrological period for all twin flames, no matter what stage of the journey you are in right now, to purge. And the purging is real, it's intense, and it's bringing about an intense vulnerability of sorts, where you might not even expect, hey, could this even happen? That kind of stuff is coming to the surface. So, two things are happening. Divine masculines are feeling really cold, they're withdrawing a lot. So, this is kind of reflecting towards us, and as divine feminines, we are, many of y'all, as divine feminines, we may be feeling a lot, okay? That is undeniable. It's more of the crossroads moment, Some of you are on the verge of giving up, but remember, you're so close to union, So, really, really, this is not the time to even think about it. Secondly, you are like, sorry guys, I was interrupted by a call. So as I was saying, the moon in Aquarius, in conjunction with Saturn, it brings about soul contracts, detachment, and emotional maturity. So that's why divine masculines may be feeling cold or withdrawn on the surface, but deep inner emotions are stirring under Saturn's pressure. So that's why you're feeling a lot of this soul talk coming in, all of that. And for divine feminines, we might be oscillating between wanting to let go and wanting to hold on. So a soul test of unconditional love without attachment is underway. So see this transit like a spiritual courtroom. Contracts are reviewed, truths are weighed, and illusions are stripped. So that's the beauty of moon in Aquarius and Saturn. But we are also having Mars in Gemini squaring with Neptune in Pisces. And so this is confused desires, hidden passion, and unspoken longing. So this is a tricky emotional transit for divine masculines especially. So our divine masculines are, with the Mars, they're having a lot of drive and they want to, go into action. But then Neptune is clashing with those ideas, so it's bringing about dreams, illusions, and then Neptune retrograde is breaking those dreams and illusions. So there's this desire to communicate clearly from your divine masculine, but the fear of being misunderstood or rejected, that is very strong. So the Mars in Gemini and the Neptune in Pisces are kind of conflicting with each other. So that's why, we are all feeling very emotionally overwhelmed and deeply triggered, especially if you are feeling your divine counterpart, your divine masculine psychically, but there's nothing in the 3D. So it is a difficult time. Remember, our divine masculines act irrationally or retreat because he's projecting the confusion and escapism onto us, especially onto us all the time. So the shadow alert is passive aggression, ghosting, or fantasizing without action. So your DM is thinking about you, yet he makes you feel like you are being unloved. He has to do things to just hurt you and put you in pain because you may think he's getting some kind of a, you know But the reality is he's in so much pain that he's trying to protect you, so that's why he's doing what he's doing. But the light side of it all is that there's deep telepathy undergoing, energetic merging in the dream etheric realm. So even if you're not dreaming, you might be having a lot of flash forwards. So the beauty is Venus in Leo, with the whole, Chiron energies in Aries is just so beautiful, because the thing about Chiron is there's a lot of heart healing, emotional courage, and love that is as medicine. So this is such a deep sacred healing window right now, and that's why I'm highly recommending those 7-8 healings that I have on offer right now on my website, which you guys should totally, because this is a period where Chiron is harmonizing with Venus. So, Chiron is the wounded healer and Venus is love. So, in this sacred astrological configuration, you are like going through full blown soul therapy. So, in the next couple of days, as divine feminines, we will be feeling this in our heart to soften and open up again, even after the pain of rejection, the pain of very painful words. You're becoming the healer of your own lineage. That's what's happening. As divine feminines, we are healing our bodily, ancestral trauma, everything. And for our divine masculines, he may suddenly feel the pain he has caused you. He might suddenly be revisiting the moment where he hurt you, he broke you, where he did things that were totally unreasonable. But of course, at that moment, what he did may have been valid. He might have had an extremely bad day at work, or he might have been going through a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, time, and then when you pop up, he had to lash out on you because you were triggering deep hidden wounds, and you were so easy to break, and somehow he was projecting that pain on you, and he's thinking about all those moments again. So suddenly you might be feeling the pain that he caused you, not from guilt but from love, because he knows that he should have never used you as a doormat, you know and he should have never broke you that way, like the punishment that he may have caused you by slow ghosting you or ghosting you or by blocking you, even though he knows that blocking you, like some kind of an action from the divine masculine. Especially divine masculines know their divine feminines very well, so certain things he knows would break them, he would do it. If not, it won't stir you in that direction to find your internal balance. So that's why, divine masculines out there feeling the pain that they have caused you, not from guilt but from love. His higher self is awakening. So, you may be feeling this innate desire to heal through beauty, touch, soul expression. So if you find yourself writing poems, writing letters to your DM, this is showing that even though your wounds are bathed in divine fire, they're becoming portals to higher love. And the beauty of Mercury in Cancer and Uranus in Taurus, unexpected messages, intuitive sparks, soul signals. The beautiful thing, I love Mercury because Mercury forms a gentle aspect, especially with Uranus. So when there is Mercury, it's about communication, and that's what I love, that because then you will suddenly get a download, a flash forward, a vision, a conversation that you might have, in the 5D realm, just to forgive one another, so that when you meet in physical again, you don't lash out. So all these beautiful things are coming in, and Mercury in Cancer is so powerful because Cancer, as you know, is already very emotional. So your divine masculine may almost text or accidentally think out loud about you. This is a strong telepathic link in transit. So, very, very beautiful. So, possibly there could be random encounters, spiritual signals, and just this is such a gentle aspect of Uranus as well, bringing it all together. And then Sun in Cancer, it is all about the pull towards the mystical and romanticism, and to nurture your inner child. So, with that, guys, astrologically, today is all about emotional alchemy, karmic crossroads, and soul whispers of reunion. So, just, connect to that. And this is a profound time for healing and upgrades and totally, totally living from your soul. With that, I hope you've enjoyed this discourse. Bye bye.